weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Lions in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now Burrow on first down. He's got it to Williams.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, Swift.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, this offense offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 16, Burrow. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
11 MT pace. Stop.
Here's Burrow. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Burrow. Right side to Williams.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Nothing
nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Coming left is Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They fake the give, now Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive in the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
There we go. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On one, ready?
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And a tackling for just a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First down, here's Burrow. And he completes it to Hunt.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Williams brings it in.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Gun. Stop.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Jason Myers on for field goal.
Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
But how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
That pass complete to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Kamara up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The 10th carry for Kamara, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a good point there is they were able to connect.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Burrow.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That's how multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Mahomes will throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Here's Swift.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
Chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave